brothers and sisters!
And it's definitely different when you're looking at it beforehand, as regards to after everything's been done and it's out there and I know because I've followed you guys so long and I've followed the things you've done creatively and artistically and I already can see the impact that it's going to have and things that are starting already. Now you're in front of this thing. Once months from now when you're behind it and things are moving, it's I've seen in stuff that I've created, you'll always look back and you'll see things, or people will point out things that you maybe not have seen that you created a certain way, and then it becomes clear to you. In the past, has anything like that happened to you? You created something that's like, I didn't even know that was there, but that's like fully...
a lot of stuff, even from artwork, that we've had on our records and album covers, exactly like you said, and we talked about is once it's presented and someone interprets, their own way, and then sometimes kids will just come and they'll explain something. I'm like, dude, I fully got this, and it's like, and all of a sudden it touches me, becoming cool. I never saw it that way, but right on. That's powerful. You know what I mean? I can't think of anyone in particular, but I mean, even like last tour, a lot of soldiers coming up, just going through their things and back and forth with my rack and stuff, and being able to hear how the last album or old albums have got them through hard times, or even when they're in their barricades or whatever, they get to bump music and stuff like that. It's real cool. But I mean, again, just right now with the whole lyrical process, like I have to write lyrics even for myself that make me get over things, and what might brighten my day for the moment, or stuff that it might hurt, but at the same time there's truth in in a lot of those lyrics, and so I it's a crazy process, but I like going through it. I like having the moments to just kind of think through it and try to grab whatever inspiration from the biggest things to the littlest things, and then obviously if it's going to move me first because I'm thinking about it, and I'm actually I feel it's official enough to actually put it down on paper, then it starts to come to life. And then obviously when I get to share it for the first time to the guys or to the producer, and then they're like, oh, that's cool, dude, or hey, that line's cool right there, that's a great lyric. And it's all kind of confirmation, like cool, kind of just getting it all out of my mind and off my heart. And then once people, like I said, just even listening to Russ, they're like, oh, dude, that's cool right there, I know what that means. So
that's cool.
It's cool, man.
So in kind of touching on that too, and we mentioned at the beginning that writing takes a lot out of you, just every which way, mentally, spiritually, physically. That being said, when that happens to you, and it's definitely draining, do you feel even afterwards with that draining on yourself, almost like a uplifting and elevating, kind of even encouraging in a way afterwards?
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, when you're going through it, and it's like, okay, I'm tired. It is a crazy process, but like anything, you're starting something, and for the glory at the end to finish it, and then it's like, that weight is lifted, and it's like there's a satisfaction. It's like, okay, dude, I'm done. And then for me, it's just like, even when I think, it's like, man, we've done a lot of records and a lot of songs, and hopefully every song, lyrically, has been different from the past, or whatever else is on the record. And so again, you have to do a lot of searching so that it doesn't become the same, so that it's something new. But again, I like I said, when you listen to the music, then it's just something about P.O.D.'s music, to me anyway. Every time that a guitar riff or just jamming, it's just like ideas pop up, and it's just because of the way that guitar made you feel, or even the attitude in which it was created in, or just the vibe it was created in. And so it's not like I'm just picking up my paper and it's like, let me find a cool idea I had and then force it to fit inside this music, So again, I mean, I write down a lot of ideas and then just listen to this music. It's all about, piecing them together to make it fit the song. But I definitely look forward to the process being over.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, just in a personal way, I've just personal things that I'm going through in my own life. I have to draw on, things that I believe in to just help me make it through the morning.
Yeah.
I've been kind of going through some crazy stuff where it's like I'm just trying to get back to the basics of like the things that I believe in.
Yeah.
Trying to be disciplined in the things that I believe in. Just to kind of get that fire sparked up again for me first, and so then hopefully in making a great record that it might come through, it might bleed through.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm definitely going through it, and so to me it's kind of confusing. Like, well, is this a good time to write? Being in P.O.D's music is like, well, here I am going through my own personal hell.
Yeah.
And then it's like, is this a good time to be writing lyrics?
Yeah.
And then some people are like, it's the best time.
It is. Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then I can see how it is and I can see how it's not. But then, like I said before, man, we've always written for the moment.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's why every record is kind of just a piece of life at that time. And it's not, this isn't lyrics I wrote when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This is what I feel right now.
Yeah.
And hey, next record I might feel completely different about that situation because I'm not grinding through it at the moment.
Yeah.
I might have a different side of the story in the future, and hey, that's just more lyrics to write, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a new time, new lyrics.
And I think that's the thing. With that being said, a lot of people would say, maybe the Christian approach, or even a lot of people would say like the tough guy approach is never admit that you go through anything.
Yeah.
You admit everything's okay all the time, and that's just not reality.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen that in a lot of what you guys have created. It is what it is, and I gotta say honestly, what I appreciate about you guys is that you've always stuck true to what you've always been as a band, as people. You've never changed. You've never compromised to sell out to what other people wanted you to be. And
trying. Well, at the end of the day, it's like, you always know where you come from. You always know, that truth that you have, that God has put in our heart. But at the end of the day, I guess it's a different day. It's a new moment, and you're always wrestling with things, and you're always just trying to stay centered in that goodness that you know. And like you said, this is life. This is reality.
Exactly.
It's not always the same story, and there's good times, there's bad times, but at the end of the day, this is real times, and we've been through that whole facade of trying to be what everybody wants at one moment, and there's and in that moment you end up losing yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why we're just trying to keep it real.
You must be thinking I can't do one thing, but look at me, I help when I sing. One man can make a difference, like Caesar Chavez and Dr.